Okay, here we are right back at it. This is another Stormgate cast, and I am Algorithmor. This is going to be another cast featuring our Blue Infernal here, Kel. And another shout out to our good buddy Kel for giving or making those replays public on untapped.gg so that I could steal them and then record these casts. And Kel's opponent today is going to be, oh my god, Super Jedi. And oh my god, Super Jedi is playing in the red Celestial. Opening here with a collection array, as is very standard for Celestials. We'll see what oh my god, Super Jedi has in store for us. As Kel's Hexen makes her way into scouting position. Ooh, sees the power bank, says, I know what you're planning with that, old buddy. I've played a game or two. There's going to be a Sovereign's Watch here, but is the Hexen going to try and get in the way of that Sovereign's Watch? Sometimes we see a Hexen try and just tank a little bit of it, meaning that those creeps won't be as creeped as efficiently. But nope, she's just out here seeing how many arrays do you have. Pop up black sheep. Have you any wool? Yes sir, yes sir. 3 bags full. And there we see that creeping going off. And yeah, we do see the Hexen get a few of those shots, if you will. It's not really a shot, it's a laser beam from the Sovereign's Watch. Meaning that, oh, actually, the Sovereign's Watch does take out the rest of these units, although the Morph Cores are here to help clean it up. And we see a whole bunch of Morph Cores. And that's just, I think, intentional to capture the camp, make sure all those Mastiffs go down, and then, of course, the benefit of Morph Cores is once you're done with that, you just turn them into buildings. That's what you're planning to do all along. And sure enough, we see, actually, this is 2 array into 2 chamber, which is a slightly safer build over the 3 chamber opening, which is also fairly common. And what do we got from Kel back home? His poor Hexen doing some tanking here and taking some extra shots from these Shadow Mastiffs. These Shadow Mastiffs are a nasty bunch. They do like to give trouble when you're trying to creep them out. But yes, indeed, they go down. And these brutes stay up. Both of them kind of low. And we're on 3rd trying here. And is it a single vault? We just got a single vault. Indeed you do. And those fiends get split and speed across the map. They're extra speedy. When they split, they get that speed boost, if I remember correctly. I think it's already ran out. I believe it's 10 seconds. Oh no, slimy slimes. Oh no. Oh, that Hexen. She looked very low. But she stays up. Fiend goes down instead. And but the health cap gets a creep, and you see them healing up there. 3rd base almost finished. The conclave finally being added. No other tech structures, no other upgrades here. And we did get a 3rd array. Yes, we did, but it doesn't look like a 4th array yet. While it's a little handful of Argents, 6 Argents out here. Also clearing camps. What do we got? A little Scout Fiend. Just in time to see, oh, there's a Morph Core flying over here. That Morph Core, or what it's doing, oh, it's probably going for an array. But of course, on this map, you can get your 3 arrays over here with the double Luminite. And instead, this Fiend says, I'm going to kill a Creation Chamber all by myself. I'm a tough Fiend. But it gets zapped out of existence. And the Creation Chamber barely even remembers it was there, as it rapidly heals itself back up to full. Argent's doing their creeping thing. Well, it looks like some creeping for Kel at the other Vision camp. Both parties trying to take map control on their side of this large map. Of course, Isle of Dread is wont for these type of early creeping plays where you try and stay on your side, stay safe on your side while getting this resource boost. Both units, oh, I thought they were both going here for their camps, but no, they're both moving across the map, and it is, oh my god, Super Jedi coming in with a big number of charged up Argents. They're definitely going to have an easy time with this force. One poor Gaunt already zotted. Two Gaunt bodies just ragdolling on the ground there. And instead it's the energy camp, which not too surprising for an Argent player. We got energy needed. Almost all that energy is wiped. And now we see Kel moving out here, getting on top of these Argents and sniping that last slime. More Argents showing up. But there's not much there. So the Argents decide, hey, we're going to actually continue to push here. They're going to take back the energy, or take the energy camp, I should say, and sit there and get up to full energy, like they're all just standing with next to a power bank. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And now they're ready to do some damage. Are they gonna come in and snipe now? Go for that Hexen a little bit, try and take out that brute, or maybe even hit. Now this is a nice little push play because they can just jump right back after every shot, as we're seeing, and charge right back up. Now of course they do have 3 full shots. They do not yet have photocapacitors. Where do we have here? Photocapacitors. Do we have a Guardian Nexus? Let's see. One. Star Forges. And we continue to do a little bit of kiting back and forth here, trying to snipe units. There is, luckily, a Hellborn in the back, and what I've learned from watching some of these players and talking to my good friend Dutchy is that if you're in this situation where there's Argents being annoying on your front door, you want to get out some Hellborn, try and defend that off. And we see immediately after the Hellborn shows up, oh my god, Super Jedi is like, oh my god, Super Hellborn, I need to get out of here. Forgive me as I hydrate a little bit. My mouth getting a little dry. And we saw as this Luminite tower gets taken out, and we see how much slower the regen is here on the Argents when they're not standing in the camp. And this camp has also been retaken by Kel, so they are no longer gaining the passive benefit from it. Nonetheless, they're all back up to full again. So that's because when they're out of combat, they regen their energy. I think there might be a passive regen even when in combat, but maybe only after being upgraded, or possibly maybe only if you have control of one of those energy camps. I'm not 100% sure there. And at the moment, it is still Argentech. No, we got Vectors. Okay. Vectors sitting back home. That's an interesting choice. I thought it might have been Sabers seeing all those Star Forges. And we see a Legion Hall. Very interesting. Let's keep an eye on that. There's our Guardian Nexus just finally coming down. I feel like that is a bit late. You could get that much earlier and get those photoreceptors for your Argents. Some tech choice there change. I think, oh no, maybe what we saw there is he was just out of power and didn't want to go through the slow building of the units and the buildings. Instead, summoning some power banks and then maybe resummoning that Ascension Matrix. Oh wait, there already is a Ascension Matrix. Is that what was cancelled there? Maybe that's why he realized, oh wait, I already got one. I already got one. 2 Hellborn now and Spriggies. That's what those Vectors are for. Spriggans can be kind of punishing to a Celestial player, especially one that's really spread out on the map. We don't necessarily see that from Oh My God Super Jedi, although he does have a couple extra arrays out here. He's sort of packaged a lot of his buildings all into this natural here, or rather into this double Luminite position, which can be a very, economically friendly position, given that it's where you can mine from this double Therium as well as the double Luminite. So that makes a lot of sense on this map. And our buddy Kel here has also taken his double Therium with a Shroud Stone in there to defend. Also has now expanded out here. This is also a common choice now. It seems far away, but it's got that double Therium and the Luminite here, so it really is a popular base to take. And a Morph Core trying to take this base looks like got taken out, and the Vectors are scooting around trying to deal with those Spriggans if needed. And sure enough, it will be needed. The Spriggans find this base over here. Here come the Vectors to try and get after them. Sarvin's Watch, but not quite enough. Vectors, oh, I like this play. Some Vectors on the high ground, some on the low ground. Trying to get in there. We see they do that extra bonus damage against light air units, which just happens to be what Spriggans are. Might be the only light air units, maybe Hornets too, I'm not sure. I haven't done a quick survey of that. But the Vector's anti-air ability is certainly almost best used against these Sprigs. If you're dealing with Sprigs, the Vectors are what's going to tear through them. I can see them also being beneficial against Hornets if Hornets are also light. I'm not sure if that's true. I'll have to double check. We get a cancel there. There is 2 Archangels out here. The Vectors jump forward and just shred a couple Spriggies. So far, good unit control from omgsuperjedi. And he drops down his array again. He canceled it before, so he got the Morph Core back. That means he can recast it again right away. These bases starting to get protected by some strike nodes, it looks like, as well. Making them a little more resilient. And Weavers being added. We also see a dragon for Kel. Quite a fast dragon, to be honest. Magmadon's out front. And the Magmadons are going to do a nice stomp in there, getting some nice stuns. Chasing those Vectors so far back. The Archangels here are on top, but are they going to Meteor Strike? No, they are actually trying to punch a dragon. I heard that's something that was going to happen. What a spread out battle here. Wish I could zoom out, just saying it, Frost Giant. But no, we are going to close in here. An Effigy going down to get that extra Infest from the Plague Axes. Weavers tanking, but Argents are just not good by themselves against this kind of mixed composition from the Infernal. They decide to move back into the safety of Blast Nodes and the Sovereign's Watch. The Vectors in the back still trying to scoot around and get some play. Interestingly, we see a lot of Shadow Flyers here. The Shadow Flyers just... There's nothing for them to do. They're just actually tanking is what they're doing. They're tanking the Vector shots. Which I guess is good enough. Keeps those Vectors off other units, and we see this army almost completely taken out. And omgsuperjedi says, "Oh my god! Impossible! Good game. Well played, Kel."